just 1 month ago, 1 month plus, okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm actually working with the bank for more than 20 over years. And also that I have 3 grown-up kids. My eldest is already 24. And I was actually looking for something for my knee. I had knee injury, suffering for many, many years due to injury. But unfortunately, I have to go through a total knee replacement early this year. So this is my new level, okay. And I actually was told by doctor that I will need at least a year to have full recovery internally, and I was still using my walking stick actually to support. Of course, I did some physio. It helps. It's good. And I got to know about 3 from my good friend Sherry, which I have not met her for 20 years. Wow. So when I met her, I was like, oh my God, this girl didn't age at all. She's so beautiful. Wow. Then she told me about this. So I went through, I read, and I was amazed. I was like, when I saw the word cellular absorption, I was like, okay, there's actually many products in the market which says they can absorb very well. So I want to test and see how good it is. Okay, so when I got the product, I quickly took it, right? Within 5 days of, I actually took Vitalite, I took Eternal, I took collagen. And on the 5th day, I could feel my knees, okay, less swollen in the morning. I actually need to do some exercise because it's actually metal inside. So it's very stiff and it's painful. So I need to do some cycling exercise. I think the doctors will know. I need to do some cycling exercise. So I was like, oh, okay, I just move a bit and I'm done. I say, so you know, that kind of thing. So I could feel that internally it's less swollen as well, and I don't need to take my painkillers. I have been in my painkillers for many, many years. And even the doctor says you are strong because I don't really take it until I'm like, I can't really walk. And it's going down the stairs is painful, even after my surgery, because I'm staying in the townhouse. So I have to carry my walking stick to make it less. And I want to do it fast because I want to attend my son's graduation last week in Birmingham. So I know I have to do a lot of walking. And I was so glad. My son was saying, Mommy, you're walking so far. Can you? I said, I don't have a wheelchair. So I did it. I was so happy. Really, I was so happy. Okay, that gave me the confidence for me actually to really promote the product, because that's where the cellular absorption actually takes place. So to me, I said, okay, it is happening. It's true. And happened that my colleague, you know, I work in a bank. It's very stressful, highly stressful with sales target and so on. I also deal with a lot of branch managers. So this PD girl come and told me and said, hey, you know, one of so-and-so, the mother just had cancer. Because I shared with some of my good friends and I said, okay, please help her. I said, okay, as long as she's open, I'm on my more to help. So quickly set up the Zoom meeting with Angeline, with Sherry, you know, and we talked about the product. And she was very brave, very bold. She said, okay, I'm going to try it. Because how the mother found out is actually she just had a very bad knee pain until she couldn't walk for 2 weeks. She was on a wheelchair. The doctor did, she went to a few doctors, they did MRI, they did X-ray, and find nothing wrong with her knees actually, but why is she in such pain? So finally she did the CA marker and found that CA marker was very high, very, very high. Well, she was just like, don't know what to do because the chemo she has to wait for another at least 2 weeks.
That one is what stage?
4.
Oh, for
Stage 4 cancer. She thought it was from the colon. Then finally found it was actually from the lung. So the doctor says from the lung to the leg, meaning it could have spread to many places. So that's why she needed chemo. But she have to wait. So she started. I was good enough that I got my product. I actually loaned her my product. So I just took. As a friend, I gave it to her. So she quickly started the mother with the product. I don't know whether this is definitely it's God's grace, God's help as well. And then the day she took, the next morning, she actually told and said that the mother could sleep soundly. Imagine she wasn't sleeping. She couldn't sleep, she couldn't eat. you know, and she was so tired. After taking it, she said she could sleep, she could hear mom snoring actually, and then she could eat. She was so happy, and surprisingly, she could actually walk from her bed to the toilet when she actually, that 2 weeks, her daughter needs to carry her.
This is her, right?
Yeah. This is after 1 week she took. 1 week to do. So when finally the chemo, the dates are there already, the doctor called her, and the doctor was so surprised that she's walking. So she told the doctor, actually, I took some supplements. The doctor said, what do you eat? So, and she's actually in her late 50s. She's in her late 50s. That speaks a lot about the product, okay? Yeah, we actually asked her to take a lot of Internal. Instead of a normal 1 packet, we actually asked her to take about 5 to 6 packets. So throughout the day, she actually took to start the cancer cells to the restaurant.
The result.
Yeah.
Doctor's result.
Oh yes. So after 3 weeks, right? Instead of chemo, she didn't do a chemo. She only did radiotherapy because seeing her progress. So doctor says, okay, you don't need a chemo because chemo is very damaging. So she did that, and 3 weeks later, she did another follow up. Her CA marker had gone down to 45. Down to 45.
A lot.
3 weeks. And she has no side effect of all the, she was taking the drugs. So there was no side effect because this product actually supports her throughout the day. So really thank you to 3.
Wow.